Sorry, I've been so busy lately, I haven't even had a chance to clean up around here. Wait, I got an idea. Give me just a few seconds. Ta-da! The fast forward effect. I might need to use this one more often. Let me show you how I did this. Let's go. To begin, I'll grab the playhead and scrub along the timeline until I find a good spot to begin the fast forward effect. Right as I start cleaning up will work. Now if you notice, I also have separate audio. So I've made sure to highlight both my video and audio clips together so that I'll split both clips evenly at the same time. I'll split the footage once more where I'd like the fast forward effect to end and return to normal speed, just before I sit down in the chair. Okay, now that I've separated this part of the video and audio, I'm going to speed this up a bit. For the speed, I'm going to go into the clip properties and crank it up to around 800%, but do what you think looks best for your video. With the clip sped up, the next thing I'll do is add a fast forward symbol. And I'm just going to make this out of 2 triangle stickers. So I'll grab one out of the shapes folder and quickly customize the size, color, and outline. I'll even lower the opacity a bit so that it doesn't take too much attention away from the footage. Okay, now to make 2 of these, I'll right click and from the pop-up menu, select clone. To move these triangles around, I'll double click on them one at a time and use the guides to assist me in centering them vertically, and then move each one towards the middle just a little so they touch. There we go, a simple fast forward symbol, and it looks great. By the way, you can also stretch out these triangles if you prefer a more narrow look. Not bad. For this example, I'm just gonna leave it standard. What do you think looks better, normal or stretched out? Let me know in the comments. Okay, now I want to give it that old school videotape vibe. Looking through the built-in filters, they do have a VHS filter, but not quite what I'm looking for. I did find this distortion filter, and I think that looks really good, so I'll drop that on my clip. To finish up with this effect and really make it pop, I want to make this fast forward symbol flash intermittently. And yes, this part is going to get a little bit nerdy. If you're not into that, no problem. I've created a downloadable project file with this fast forward symbol in it. It's down in the description, so please give this video a like and go try it out. Now, for my fellow editing nerds, let's get on with this. With the triangle clip highlighted, I'll set the playhead at the beginning of the triangle clip and use the keyboard shortcut Control plus the right arrow to move forward frame by frame. I'll move 7 frames forward and set a marker. Remember, to set a marker, you just hit Control plus M and tap enter. Then I'll do 3 more markers, each 2 frames apart, just like this. Once the 4 markers are set, I'll move forward another 7 frames, split the clip, and delete the leftover. Just to be clear, when finished setting markers, I have 7 frames of spacing on each side and an even 2 frames of spacing between each marker. This is perfect. Now with these markers, I can easily and accurately place animation keyframes. So for this next step, I'll dip into the animation presets, grab fade out, and drop that onto the clip like this. From here, I'll simply grab each of the animation keyframes and line them up with the first 2 markers. Once those are set, I'll go back to the animation folder, and this time grab fade in and place that on the clip right about here. Now, just like before, these 2 keyframes will line up with the markers above. Easy. The last thing I'm going to do while I'm here is to right click on the first keyframe, select edit, and lower the opacity to 60%. I'll then do the exact same thing to the last keyframe. This will just keep the opacity of the fast forward symbol even throughout the flashing effect. Now real quick, I'm going to repeat this exact same process for the lower triangle. And that's it, hard part's over. To finish up this effect, I'm now going to highlight both triangle clips in the timeline and then copy and paste them as many times as needed. Okay, don't forget to make your footage stand out with color adjustments and LUTs. Here's the video on each, pick one and I'll see you over there.